When I was 17, my aunt asked me to house sit for her. It wasn't my first time house sitting, and I wasn't busy that weekend, so I accepted the offer. The plan was that I would house sit from Friday to Sunday while she went out of town. I arrived at her place Friday evening. When I went inside, she told me to be careful at night because her basement lock didn't work. I told her I would be fine and that she didn't have to worry about anything. After she finished explaining all her rules, I stood in the driveway and waved goodbye to her as she left. Her house was somewhat large, so I began to make sure everything was nice and neat to avoid cleaning up later. I closed all the room doors, then headed downstairs and turned on a movie. I glanced at the basement door, remembering what my aunt said, then turned my attention to the movie as it began. While laying on the couch, I somehow drifted off. When I woke up, all I could hear was a mysterious sound. I sat up on the couch, pausing the movie and looking around to try and figure out where it was coming from. My eyes went towards the basement door. It was open slightly, although I definitely remember closing it a while ago. Something about the thought of going down to the basement all alone at night sent chills down my spine. I hadn't been to the basement yet, so I couldn't even think of what the noise could be. Even if I was being extremely paranoid, I still decided to call the police. When an operator picked up, I calmly told her the situation. I told her that it wasn't a big deal, so they didn't have to rush. I hung up the phone, then kept on glancing at the basement door. In less than 5 minutes, 4 cops were at my front door. One cop pulled me to the side and explained that whenever I hung up the phone, the operator heard a second click, meaning someone else was in the house, listening to the phone call. The police officers came out with a deranged man in handcuffs. One of the officers explained that they found him sitting on top of the washer, using a machete to bang the washer and dryer, trying to lure me down.